Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is Putri Inayah Salsabila. Here I will guide the learning this time. Alright, first of all, how are you doing?
I'm good, man.
Alhamdulillah. All well, for this lesson, our material is about group discrete and continuous data. What is discrete data? Discrete data is a type of numerical data that includes integers only. This data consists of concrete values that cannot be broken down. Discrete data is also data that must take one of a certain set of values. For example, the number of people in a room cannot be 5.25 but can only take integers values such as 5. Example, the number of students in a class, the number of patients in hospital, and the number of marble in bag. Next, group discrete data is where data points are assigned as values in a group. We can call this group a class. For the examples, there are 3 people who have 1 to 3 pairs of shoes, 2 people who have 4 to 6 pairs of shoes. For the example, the question is 30 students were asked about the number of their siblings. Calculate the average number of siblings and draw a bar chart. Answer 1. Create a frequency table of the discrete data. Okay, in the table, in the first column, there is the number of siblings. Then in the second column, there is the frequency, and in the last is the total, where X is the number of siblings and F is the frequency. Of the 30 students who have siblings, there are 0 or 30 students who do not have siblings. So the total is 0. Furthermore, there are 6 students who have 1 siblings and so on. By adding the first column times the second column, we know there are 64 siblings total. From there, we can calculate the average number of siblings by dividing the total number of siblings by the number of students and get the result 2.13. Since discrete data is integers data, we can calculate that out of the 30 students, the average sibling that the students have is 2 siblings. Okay, next bar chart. Then we can create a bar chart like the one I display on the screen, where the x-axis represents the number of siblings and the y-axis is the number of students. Next is, what is the continuous data? Continuous data is data that can be broken down into smaller parts. This means that the measurement of the data is not determined between two realistic points and the result does not have numerical data that can take any value within a certain range. Examples include height, temperature range, and wise. This is included because body wise could be 35.5 kilograms, which means the data doesn't always have to be an integers. Next, group continuous data is where data points are given as values of a group. For the examples, there might be 7 basketball players with height in the class, height greater than 115, 50 and smaller than or equal to be 160. For basketball players with height in the class, height greater than 160 and smaller than or equal to be 170. We can use histogram to display continuously group data. Next, to solve continuous data, we can use a histogram on a histogram. The class interval or class width is the size of each class or data group. The width can be equal or unequal. It is plotted along the x-axis. Frequency density is the frequency divided by the class width. The frequency density is plotted on the y-axis and is equal to the height of each bar. For the examples, 100 students are timed when completing a midterm exams. The results are displayed in a table. Create a histogram that displays their times. This is the frequency table of the 100 students whose time was measured in the range of times greater than 0 and then or equal to 10. The frequency is 10. Then for the range greater than 10 and less than or equal to 15, the number of frequency is 15, and so on. Frequency density is equal to frequency divided by class with, there is a writing error in PPT. Add the column to the table for class width and frequency density. Class width equal upper limit means lower limit. Next, and this is the frequency tables where in the first time range that is greater than 0 and less than or equal to 10 and frequency is density is 1. The second time range, the frequency density is 3. The third time range is 6. The fourth time range is 2, and the last time range, the frequency density is 1.67. Next, use the class width and frequency density to plot the histogram. Use the x and y axis. Label the x-axis with the variable under investigation or time and the y-axis with frequency density. Draw each bar by plotting the length of time against the frequency density. For the examples, the first group is 10 minutes long and has a frequency density of 1. The bar representing it should be 10 units wide and 1 unit high. And this is the histogram of the data where the x-axis is time and the y-axis is the frequency density. From this explanation, is there anyone who want to ask questions?
Me, ma'am.
Okay, Ria, what's the questions?
What is the difference between discrete data and continuous data?
Okay, thank you, Ria. Nice questions, Ria. Okay, I will answer Ria's question. Is discrete data is data whose values are limited to whole numbers and can be while continuous data is data whose values can change continuously within a certain range and are not limited to whole numbers. Is there anyone else who want to ask? Next. Well, then there are questions that must be done in order to defend the material we discussed today. Please, Ria and Melanda, to think about the answer first. I give 2 minutes. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. Melanda, what is the answer to number 3?
Continuous, ma'am.
Nice, Melanda. Next, Ria, what is the the answer to number of 5?
Discrete, ma'am.
The right answer, Ria and Melanda. Your answer is correct if indicates an understanding of the material that I have explained earlier. Okay, well, this is the answer to the questions where the first is discrete because the number of accidents is a round number, such as 3 accidents. 2 is continuous because the length of the game is measured using a stopwatch or a clock. 3 is continuous because we measure cow's milk production using liters. 4 discrete because the number of eggs is like 1 egg. 2 egg, there is no 1 egg. The 5 answer is discrete, and the last question 6 answer is continuous. Next, well, with the end of my explanation, it ends our learning about discrete groups and continuous data today. I hope the material I conveyed earlier can be useful for all of us. Thank you for participating in fun learning today. More and less, I apologize. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.